People from there, people from far, Caribbean people, wherever you are.
Welcome back to my channel. This is Caribbean Duck, and today I'm gonna give you a tour of my tropical garden. Over here I have coffee and just a few berries that I'm gonna harvest so I can replant the seeds and I can have more plants. I often share the plants with my friends, so I'm gonna have new plants to share. Here I have an avocado that I grow from seed. That's a Florida avocado, and here is cashew. Here's a pomegranate that I started from seed. Here's another pomegranate. And this is my Malabar spinach that was blooming here a few months ago, but now it went to seeds. And this is good. I'm gonna save some of these seeds so I can replant in the spring. I'm gonna start the seeds a little bit early though, probably at the end of February. I'm gonna start the seeds so I can have plants to put out. Here's our passion fruit vine that's making its way up the tree. And that's another moringa plant that I have here. I don't know if you guys will notice that I have a few moringa plants. Here's another cashew nut plant that I started from seed. Here's my loquat in bloom. This loquat usually bloom close to Christmas, so I can have nice delicious fruits. By March, April, I should have nice fruits. Delicious organic fruits, and I often use the leaves to make teas. I have a lot of medicinal properties in the leaves, good for your digestive system. Get a nice citrus flavor to your tea. Here I have a sugar apple seedling that's coming up. I have lemongrass and a banana patch. I have my gooseberry here that's coming back well. It was recently devoured by insects, but it's showing progress here. Here's a Suriname cherry, and I got some flowers here growing next to it. Here's a baby loquat seedling. I took the seeds and replanted. I have a few coconut palms around the premises. And I have another moringa plant coming up here. Another banana patch. This is a different variety of banana. A few more coconut, and this is mulberry. This is a cutting that I took off of the older tree and just started a new plant, just as easy as that. And here's the mulberry tree that I took the cuttings off of, and it has some berries on it that I often come out and pick and eat right off of the vine, or the plant rather. Super delicious and sweet organic fruits. I have cane, sugar cane, that's coming up here. I have a jackfruit seedling and some more sugar cane that's coming up. And these are ornamental bamboo. I have a few of those. Gotta trim it up and make it look nice. Here's another cashew. Oh, this is neem. Trying to grow some neem for medicinal reasons. Here's another cashew. Here's a couple of palm trees, coconut palms around the pond. Trying to create a little oasis here around the pond. Here's another neem that I'm growing. I'm gonna take a walk around the pond now. And here I found a bird eating my fish. It's just diving into the pond and taking my fishes. Over here in the corner, I have a mango tree that I started from seed. Someone gave me a delicious mango, Keith, I think it is, and I grow the seed. You know, I got some more moringa plants coming up here. More moringa here. And on this side of the pond, I have another Florida avocado, delicious variety. Another coconut palm. A few more coconut palms, because I like it around the pond. It'll look decent. Here we have, running up in the tree here, some dragon fruit. I have multiple dragon fruit that's on the trees right now. This is another variety of mango. Altogether, I got maybe about 6 or 7 different variety of mangoes. This is a jackfruit seedling. I have some anato plants that's coming up here. I saved the seeds from the big anato plant and I regrow some. These are Suriname cherries. Another one here. Another Suriname cherry right here. Bananas that's coming up. Another avocado tree. And of course, papaya. This papaya tree is only a few months old and it's flowering already. Another banana patch. Banana here. And I have sweet potato in the ground and yucca in the back here, back of my chicken coop. I have yucca and sweet potato vines. And this one here I got from my neighbor. This is Governor Plum. So Governor Plum is a little smaller than the June plum. And this is my lychee berry plant. It's super delicious. Lychee berry is a nice variety. Right underneath my almond tree. It's winter, folks, so the almond tree leaves turn color, they fall. It's pretty messy, but it looks beautiful. The leaves grow right back up in the spring. And here is a Caribbean cashew. Over here I have jujube, also known as downs. Over here I have my allspice tree, also known as five spice. And this one is the bay rum tree. Both plants are used for baking and cooking, and I put them in my teas. Here I have some sugarcane and some mango seedlings. Right underneath my moringa tree. Over here I have my black sapote, the chocolate pudding tree that I use some of the fruits to make my bread and some of the fruits in my shake or my smoothie. Here is a blood orange tree that's coming up here. This is my variegated guava. Has a few baby guava on it at this time. I don't know if you're able to see, but come spring, when we start getting the rain, we'll have more. This is a pink variety, variegated guava, super delicious. And this is custard apple. I have a few on the plant at this moment. These are custard apple, tastes like ice cream. Super sweet and delicious. Just a few on the plant. I can't wait to harvest them. Probably have another month. Here's jackfruit. This is a different variety of jackfruit. And this used to be my little herb garden that I'm gonna replant. I'm gonna remove everything from it. That right now it's a winter garden that's all gone. So I just have a few herbs inside. I have some scallions and garlic chives and lemongrass. Here's some of my scallions. I got lemongrass, garlic chives in this pot right here. Here's another papaya. As you can tell, I like my papayas. And this is the red lady variety. Super sweet. When it's grown organically, it's like honey. Here's this is sapodilla. Here goes another sapodilla over here. This is a baby soursop tree that's coming back. This is guava. This is a Mexican variety of guava. Tastes like strawberry. I started this as a seedling. Here's another sapodilla. This is my Pickering mango. This is a true dwarf mango plant, and it's starting to flower. So I'm waiting to taste what that's gonna taste like. I have here some aloe vera, and you can see another dragon fruit making its way up the tree. Over here I have another mulberry. Mulberry, everberry, mulberry. All year long this produces. And here's our hog plum. Had a lot of hog plum on this last year. This year I hope to get some more. This is my fig. This is a huge fig tree that I got tons of fig off of it. Birds helped me devour some of that fig, but I managed to get a few. Another coconut tree. This is a ground orchid. I have some more aloe vera. This, we're coming up to our Suriname cherry here. This is great for making juice with the cherries, jams, anything. This is another variety of cherries. And this is another ornamental pineapple plant. In the spring we'll have beautiful little miniature pineapple, ornamental pineapple I call it. And this is my beautiful Chinese lantern plant, also known as leaf of life. And I have a lot of leaf of life because as the leaf falls, it grows new plants. And leaf of life is good for a lot of different things. And here's another periwinkle. And this is an interesting flower. This is a Brazilian flowering plant. Amazing. It always blooms around Christmas. Look at it, it looks like a bubbly soda. If you're making flower arrangements, it's good for that. This one is called Bleeding Heart. That's a nice vine. This is soursop. So every winter the leaves fall off and grow right back. Hope to get some soursop this year. This is long gone, a relative of the lychee berry. Here's my tiny little orange plant. Here's a curry leaf plant right in the front of the house. I have a pineapple here and a wiri pepper plant that still survived the cold. As you can see, we still got a few peppers on it. Gonna trim that up and let it grow back. Here's my Juliet mango. And over here is my sorrel plant that I'm gonna remove and replant some more seeds. Over here I have a sapodilla, very sweet variety. I have a couple on there. And these are the blooms of my strawberry plant. These delicious berry, also known as the Jamaican cherry. They're green right now, but in a few weeks we'll have some delicious berry that I can make jams with. Sometimes I put them in my tea just for flavoring. And yes, it does taste like strawberry. And this one is called Kaimito or star apple. That's coming along well. Last year it started flowering, but came in at a late season. This is tamarind. This is sweet tamarind. And this is my beautiful annatto plant. Great for the garden. It attracts a lot of pollinators. And the fruits are forming at this moment. By summer I should have a lot of annatto to harvest and put in my food. Make stews and soups and cook a lot of different variety of foods. Annatto. Here's another seedling, black sapote. And here is my Buxton spice mango. Hopefully I get some this year. This is another look of the Juliet mango. Haven't had one of those yet, but I believe this year I'll get some. Here's a little nursery that I have, some sapodilla and some other small plants growing right in the corner here. I have tulsi, also known as holy basil, some aloe, thyme, this one is called golden berry or Colombian cherry. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. And that's what it is. It's delicious, it's different. It grows like a little tomato, but it's sweet. And right underneath there, I have another patch of sweet potato. But here's the last harvest that I have. And I got some eggs from the chicken. And here I'm gonna just pick off all the seeds that I can from my Malabar spinach and save them to replant in a few months. So I like Malabar spinach. You can put it in my soup, put it in cook up, you can put it in your curries, you can make omelets, you can make salads. Malabar spinach, very nutritional and delicious. So that's how much seed I have. And here goes that pesky bird that's eating my fish. He's here again. Now I have some hatchling tilapia in the pond. And this bird's been here like clockwork every morning trying to devour my fish. But I have enough, so I'm gonna let him have his belly full. Here's my papaya here. This is a different variety of papaya. Super sweet and delicious. I often dehydrate these papayas so I can have them when we're out of season. Now I have a little problem here. This is one of my favorite plant here. This is one of my favorite red lady papaya that I've been trying to save for the longest while, but it's falling apart. So I'm gonna have to find a way to replant this and clone it maybe. And I'm gonna let the chickens out so they can free range and scratch around the yard. Here's another look of my pond. The fish are feeding right now. And the ducks are in there taking a nice bath. I'm throwing some pellets in and feed my tilapias. And the turtles are getting to eat, and the ducks are getting to eat as well. And here's my pet fish. I think I'm gonna name him Charlie. That's my koi. I'm gonna call him Charlie. I had him now about 2 years, and he's approximately 18 inches. Here's my fresh eggs that I pick up this morning. The duck seems to be happy. They get let out. I have two different types of ducks here. I have Muscovy and I have a mallard mix. Here's my chicken. They're tame, they can eat right out of my hand. Yeah, those are not for food. Raising them for the eggs. So the chickens follow me around the yard as I was doing this video. I didn't get to show you that. Here's the kids having fun with the chickens.
We going?
Here's another fruit that I want to show you. I don't have this fruit. This is a fruit tree from my neighbor. It's called the eggplant, the egg fruit. This is also known as canistel. It's got a different taste. I can't pinpoint what it tastes like, but it's a little flowery. I guess you can make different recipes with that. Not one of my favorite, but it's delicious. So my neighbor gave me a few just to try. And this is my other neighbor that's showing me what a real sapodilla tree should look like. And now my neighbor across the street, he's a master gardener, and I often get tips from him. So he's currently retired and he spends a lot of time behind his plants. And as you can see, this plant is completely loaded with sapodilla. And he's got several different variety. And over here, 5-finger carambola fruit. I just came over to my neighbor. He's gonna give me some because he's trimming the plant. And he's got so much that he's been giving away. And I'm gonna take a few and try to make some preserved fruits, or juice them, put them in my smoothie. As you can see, there's a ton of it right here, and he's got some saved for me right over here. A ton of it. He's been blessed with this plant. It's been producing all year long. And here he's gonna give me a few limes. Now I came over here to visit him because he's a master gardener and he's gonna give me a lot of good tips, and he gives me plants also. And today he's giving me some sugarcane, and I'm gonna plant the tops of the sugarcane so I can have some. These are the dark variety of sugarcane. Here in his garden you have, what is this, mustard greens. Once you plant that one time, it seeds and come back year and year again. And he loves sugar cane, so you'll see a ton of sugar cane and bananas. Those are his favorite. So he's got some real giant bananas here. And he often shared the bananas with me, so I don't really have to plant bananas, because I get bananas, organic bananas all the time from him. can see, he's got a lot of bananas coming in soon. More bananas there, and he's have different varieties. Super delicious organic banana, great for your smoothie as well, or you can eat them right away. Lots of sugar cane. Another sapodilla tree that's loaded. This is what I want my sapodilla tree to look like when it start bearing. So I'm gonna use all the tips that I can get from my neighbor. And he's got a ton of mangoes here too, all in bloom. All different varieties of mangoes. So we often trade fruits. I give him what I plant, and he shares what he has. He's got a lychee plant here. He's got several mangoes. Beautiful palm tree. So here I am at home with my 5-finger, and I'm just gonna cut them up. I'm gonna dehydrate some so I can use it in my recipes, and I'm gonna use some to make fruits so I can use it in my Christmas cakes. And this is how I cut them. As you can see, this is a true star fruit. Look at the shape of it, exact star shape. Now you can juice this and have a delicious drink. And this is how I'm gonna cut up everything and prepare it for the dehydrator. So often when I have excess amount of fruit and you want to save it for when it's out of season, I dehydrate my fruits, and that way I can have fruits all year long. And this is what I'm talking about. This is my papaya, red lady papaya, that tastes like honey, super sweet and delicious. Just look at the color of this. This is organically grown and ripened on the tree. You know it's gonna be great. I'm just gonna add the fruits to the dehydrator and let it go, probably for about a good 8 hours. Now when this is dehydrated, you can always have this as a snack, or like I said, you can use it in your fruit cakes. You make a jam with it and keep it for a long time. Papaya makes a great snack that you can have anytime. It's not acidic like the other fruits, so you can have it in the evening, you can have it in the morning, Now here's the sugar cane my neighbor gave me that I'm gonna cut up in pieces and try to plant. It's got little shoots on the side that's gonna come out to be new plants. So I'm gonna cut it up in tiny pieces and replant it. Here we go. I'm gonna put some of it, the sugar cane, in my nice organic soil here. Just loosen up the soil a little bit more and just sit it right on top. Just like that. And that's how we get new sugarcane plants. Here it is, after a few weeks. And not all of it grew, just a few. Here's one of my mustard green. I often pick this. I can use it in my kitchen, and sometimes I give it to the chickens to snack on. And you can cook this up like you cook kale. Just steam it and stir fry. Very healthy. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notification of my upcoming videos.